All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another great session with the presidential candidates of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, during the campaigns for the 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi, who in fact was the only vocal candidate, kept on telling the people that this country was on the brink of collapse. He said the revenue and resources of this country have been mismanaged and outrightly stolen for far too long, that if any counterproductive group of people grab power after Buhari, then the damage will be untold. Well, it is safe to say that many Nigerians received Obi's message, and that was why he won the majority of the votes. But the few Nigerians who decided to ignore his warnings, those ones who decided to vote along tribal and religious lines, ended up supporting the APC. And like I always say, it is the support of these few ethnic and religious bigots that gave the APC the impetus to connive with INEC and judiciary to mess up the elections. But 9 months after that ill-fated election, that decision has given birth to everything that Peter Obi warned against. The economy of Nigeria is in shambles right now, and worse still, there is no concrete plan that assures us that the future is auspicious. There is still widespread insecurity. We have not started taking agriculture seriously yet. We are still not preparing to move from consumption to production. Inflation is at an all-time high, and worse still, our debt profile has tremendously risen. This present government has taken more loans in 6 months than Buhari took in 2 years, and recently the worst happened. Nigeria has now descended to the level of taking loans and financial aid from South Africa. Before I show you how the papers reported it and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that is trending online. In this video, this APC chieftain made it clear that when you go to the Supreme Court over an election dispute, it is all about who you know. What is right or wrong, or what the Constitution says, has nothing to do with it. It is all about who you know. Listen to him.
We have gone to appeal court, and the final destination is the Supreme Court, and we will meet there. That is when we will know whom they know, and they will know whom we know.
You heard him. And that was in Plateau State, where the tribunal and the Court of Appeal sacked the PDP candidate, who is clearly the choice of the people, and declared the APC candidate the winner of the gubernatorial election. And that was the APC candidate there boasting that they have captured the Supreme Court. And the most exasperating thing is he had a crowd of people, poor men and women, cheering him on. These are the same people who are being persecuted, maltreated, and denied the dividends of democracy. These are the same people that are being killed in Plateau State. And these are the same people we expect to take their country back. But they are the ones cheering that APC rogue on. Have you now seen that we have a lot of work to do on the mindset of the average Nigerian? This is serious. Now, let us look at how South Africa is set to contribute $2.2 billion worth of inputs to Nigeria's power sector. Look at how the papers reported it. Power project. TINUBU's government to get $2.2 billion from South African firm. Sun Africa LLC has pledged to support President Bola Tinubu's government with $2.2 billion to provide vital power infrastructure for Nigeria. This was announced in a statement on Sunday by Bolaji Tunji, spokesman for the power minister. The commitment, formalized during the week, was disclosed by Power Minister Adebayo Adelabu after a meeting with representatives of Sun Africa, led by its chairman, Goran Rajsik, said the statement. The minister said the project's initial phase would focus on delivering 961 megawatt power of solar photovoltaics infrastructure and 455 megawatt hour of battery energy storage, valued at approximately $2.2 billion. Sun Africa, with its partners, is set to implement this transformative project in the coming months, he said. According to the minister, as Africa's largest economy, Nigeria faces significant demands for new power infrastructure to support economic needs and transition to a sustainable power mix. Now, this is Nigeria as a country taking a loan of $2.2 billion from a South African firm, not even the South African government, a firm in South Africa. The interest on this loan will not be disclosed, but if you hear them, you go cry. This is how low this country has descended. Very soon, we might begin to approach firms in Sierra Leone or Togo for financial aids. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Olashukbo Jake says, "When this man is finished with Nigeria, Buhari will be a saint, I'm telling you." And this tweet here by D says, "Even South Africa is now loaning a whole Nigeria money. See what APC has done to the country. Greedy politicians." It is so sad. This was a country that under Jonathan, we were giving loans out to smaller African countries. Now look at where we are. In a space of just 9 years, APC has totally ruined this country. And this tweet here by Kent says, "How can a country be borrowing every penny that it needs?" That is the situation. We are literally borrowing to do everything in this country. The people at the top cannot think of any other way to generate funds. And the most annoying thing is that there are people in this country that are holding on to monies that are even more than what we are borrowing. And this tweet here by Flex says, "And you want me to believe that even the so-called technocrats get sense for this country with all these useless borrowings? The only thing they know is to copy Harvard or Oxford English. That's all they do. That is all they do, just to be speaking grammar." When we are talking of men like His Excellency Peter Obi, who bring statistics, who break down the issue for you, and they tell you how to get out of this mess, then you now compare him to people like this that all they do is borrow, God forbid. Abdul Shady here says he and his looting cabinet will pocket 1.2 billion before anything. This guy knows them well. Now, in other news, Rivers State is on fire as we speak. Take a look at this. A foiled assassination attempt on the new Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, retired Honorable Ehie Edison, and his family by a rogue police officer led by SP Irikefe London, CO Counter-Terrorism Unit B, 3 Rivers State, and CSP Masalachi yesterday. Yes, that update broke out some hours ago. Some thugs in company of some policemen attacked the current Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, and the CCTV camera captured footages. The footages would later reveal the aforementioned police officers as part of the squad that attacked the Speaker. We saw a situation in Kogi State where Yaya Bello attacked political opponents with armored tanks. Now we are seeing something similar happening in Rivers State. Senior police officers in company of thugs attacking a sitting Speaker. Now we all know where this is coming from. Everybody who has commented on this case has in one way or the other pointed an accusing finger at the former governor, Nyesom Wike. And all I can say is that this man, Nyesom Wike, is setting himself up for an enormous disgrace. Already, his popularity in Rivers State hit the rocks after he turned Peter Obi's votes in for APC. His feud with this present governor, Sim Fubara, is going to totally wreck him. How can one man be asking for 20 billion naira monthly? Wike thinks that as a member of the APC, he can do and undo. But believe me, their end is near. What APC is trying to do now is a state capture, to capture all the states in Nigeria, to capture the institutions and everything. But trust me, when they are done capturing and everything is won, they will lose it at once. What we are going through in this country now is a phase that should help the people realize that it is them against the elites, not one religion or one tribe against another. And I sincerely hope that lessons can be learnt. If they are, then this stage of persecution of the Nigerian state by the APC will be remembered as a blessing and as an eye-opener. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Na I dey here. So, don't go away. Don't go away.